the G7 plus meeting where 8 nations came together, 8 nations from the fragile nations came together to talk about our experiences of nation building and state building, and discuss how can we join our voices together to better influence the development partners tomorrow when we enter into 2 days dialogue on international peace building and state building. It was a very productive day, very useful. The 8 countries' representatives all spoke openly, honestly about their experiences, their challenges, and their success stories where there were. What lessons could we have learned from each other, and what were our commonalities? The participants present there represented countries that ranged from like 500,000 people like Solomon Islands to 69 million people like the Democratic Republic of Congo. And it was interesting how different we were in sizes, ethnicity, geography, you name it, but there were also challenges that were common. For example, everybody spoke about how the international aid should be better designed when it comes to our countries, how donors should be more sensitive to the political context, to the stages of fragility of each nation, so they can better design their programs to be flexible, to be able to be effective, and better help the people of those nations that they come in to help. And the discussion was very robust. We had the privilege of our Prime Minister to open up the discussions. He himself encouraged everybody to speak openly, look at, analyze our own selves and see how can we get out of this fragility and move quickly into peace and development. And so at the end of the meeting, we came out with a statement whereby we recognize that for us to help our development partners, we must take the leadership. And this leadership can be translated into a long-term vision, which then can be operationalized through national strategies, national plans. And within those national plans, we expect the development partners to respect those plans and design their programs, aligning it to the priorities in this plan. And within these plans, we also collectively prioritized some areas like good governance, like economic development, like taking into consideration the political context. We also felt that security was a priority because some countries are still in the conflict stage, and therefore security plays a strong role. So overall, we felt that it was a very productive meeting, and we showed a strong desire that a forum like that should continue, and discussions and dialogues like that should continue for us to enable us to get out of fragility fast.
Minister, one question. What does this organization, this happening, this event represent to East Timor, organizing such an important international event?
Well, for East Timor, it's been a very significant event. It's kind of mobilized everybody to be able to host such an international event. It is our first international event, and so it was also a testing for us. Could we do it? Were we able to not just organize the event, but also provide security for everybody? Because we have to remember that we are still a post-conflict country. We are also very fragile, and our capacity is not that high, that big, but it was it was like a little miracle that was happening here in Timor-Leste. We didn't even have the facilities. So in 59 days, together with the private sector, we managed to rehabilitate this venue, the marketplace, into a beautiful convention center, which now can be used for conferences like this. And everybody else, not just within the government, but the civil society, individuals came together to help the government host such an event, and I believe our guests are very pleased with the reception and the services we provided to them.
Obrigada.